Howdy folks, welcome back. Let me just begin by saying that I don't like AI, whether it be AI generated art, music, videos, personalities, or any of whatever is being cooked up in that cauldron. And I'm saying this to make it clear because the internet, in the big 2025 AD, still believes that criticizing one side means you must support the other. You might as well be in bed with them having sex by the fire at night. No, I don't like AI, but I'm still gonna criticize the anti-AI movement because it fucking needs it. Oh, and just a heads up, this video is loosely structured, so best keep in mind and pay attention. So speaking of hating AI, I also don't like fear-mongering. You know, it's that thing governments, companies, and influencers do to stress you out so they can easily sell you a solution to a problem they cause. Yeah, that thing. And when these two words collide, I just have to speak my mind. So what is AI? Well, AI, as defined by Merriam-Webster, are you fucking kidding me? You should know what AI is by now, especially if you click on this video talking about the damn thing. So every now and then, we see new developments in the AI industry like ChatGPT's newest model and image generating capabilities. Grok being an absolute joke in X right now with people tagging it for the most obvious shit ever. And the talk of the town today, VO3, which is made by Google and is genuinely terrifying.
Digging to the Earth's core, bare hands, no brakes. Can I survive a full latex suit in 100-degree heat with no water? Let's find out the hard way.
I'm only half kidding. This shit is funny as hell. And every time these things come into town like lepers, every motherfucker on the internet goes into chaos with people thinking, this is it, it's over, we're done, we're cooked. Singularity is here and we're unprepared. Rocco warned us. Better start dancing like an African tried to start a rain so we can short-circuit these fools. That kind of jazz. But it's not that true, nor would it ever get that bad. For these reasons. But first, I don't do this often because I find it a little pretentious. But I'm gonna use class language since I know some of you motherfuckers love that. I won't lie. I get everyone's concerns and plight. I too hate AI generated shitty entertainment like brain rot taking over YouTube shorts. I'm more of a shorts kind of guy. I don't use TikTok. Heck, I even saw my own mom dancing along to some brain rot banana character whose name I could give less two fucks about on Facebook Reels or whatever you call them. My own cousins, nephews, and nieces are consumed by AI brain rot all day since we all come from a less than privileged background where both parents have to work to support a family. I can't babysit since I'm having my shit held together by thoughts and prayers. I'm not thinking about it, I swear. And this is the main consumer base of AI slop. The fucking poor. They don't care about quality that much. All they care about is instant gratification and shallow entertainment. And the parents are too busy working a 9 to 5 or are themselves busy watching their own line of slop about politics, celebrity gossip, or dodgy medical and relationship advice, narrated by that stupid fucking AI voice. God, I can't stand that shit. I only like the voice when it's narrating absurdist memes, my kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that I still hate AI if I hadn't made it obvious in the first 3 fucking sentences of this video in this paragraph. I may sound a little tilted right now, and that's because I am. I generally cannot stand fear-mongering since it's basically lying and manipulating to the public to act a certain way towards a subject by those on the throne, whether corporate or your favorite YouTuber. I was a susceptible victim and sheep when it comes to FM, but I'm out of that camp and it's recovering. And I just pity those who have yet to break out of that cycle because it's actually pretty miserable. But don't let my anger dictate how you perceive my points and arguments. I just like talking this way. It makes me feel better. Like letting steam out of a boiler before it explodes.
Allahu Akbar!
And I'm also here to tell you that it's not gonna be that bad, okay? Even if I jinx myself right now, AI will never reach that point y'all fear so much. Like tomorrow's not gonna be Skynet or the Terminator. It's just improbable and unrealistic. Like for example, we said the same thing about ChatGPT back in 2022. It didn't happen like that. We said the same thing about DeepSeek, you know, the ChatGPT killer. Nobody's talking about that shit anymore. Or how about that time an art trend took over X where every son of a bitch was remaking popular photos and art to look like Studio Ghibli. People didn't like it, and after a week or two, it disappeared in people's minds as they moved on to the next thing to cry over, like Elon Musk. It's pretty much the trend of every AI that arrives. It's like modern memes. They die fast and people stop caring. And I'm sure this is going to happen with VO3 and the next big AI tool. I'm also gonna talk about my problems with the wider anti-AI movement here since I've been bottling this for a while now. For starters, AI at its current state is still rather primitive, and we should keep it that way. Yes, VO3 and GPT-4o all look uncanny, there's no denying that. But this being the next Skynet that will enslave the human race for eternity? Come on. Yes, I just talked about how my relatives are being consumed by shallow AI entertainment. But it's not like hard drugs like fucking crocodile, where you're a lost cause once you get a whiff of it. If I can break out of it, so can they. Yes, it will continue to become more and more sophisticated and advanced as time goes on. I mean, look at this example. Crazy, right? But hey, I still give credence to that fear. AI is absolutely capable of taking jobs. It's been happening since the Industrial Revolution, and people have been resisting changes that threaten their livelihood. Hence why we got the term Luddite. But unlike that revolution that ended up benefiting and screwing humanity, I don't see any good coming from AI generated dog shit like bland entertainment and pleasure. This shit is pathetic. What I'm trying to say right now is what I personally consider as a problem in the anti-AI movement is this pedestal we give AI. This unintentional mythologization, if that makes sense, that we give AI. We keep giving this thing a reputation and description like it's some previously unknown demon from hell who just rose up to inflict horror to us, while in reality, it's just a soulless husk of what is trying to be real, like Palestine. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just an optimist at heart, and it's difficult at finding anything wrong with AI at the moment. Again, I could be wrong on so many things, but at least I get to speak my mind about it. And if you don't agree with me, then that's fine. I have better things to worry about than a stranger's differing opinion online. But to those who can't, I just want to tell you this, so get ready. You are not an anti-AI crusader. You are not a conquistador, nor a hero, nor a real resistance fighter. You are not the Hamas of the internet resisting against the AIDF. You are just a regular user told to be negatively outward and lash out over this kind of thing. It's this messiah complex the community has that is actively harming the movement by implanting fear and confusion to everyone instead of seeking the root of the problem. And this legendary boogeyman, it doesn't exist. Like Israel. Ask yourself this. Do I hate AI because I think it's a bad thing for the market and security for smaller creators? Or do I hate AI because it's a popular thing to hate right now because the internet is telling me to hate it? Look into a mirror and ask yourself that. Reflect. And when this desire to take down the Hydra comes unchecked, harm comes to an innocent person instead of the guilty, in more ways than one. And I don't want to leave this video with a downer, okay? It's not the end of the world. I guess I'll offer my thoughts and takes on how things can be changed. So how does one deal with the issue of AI getting more and more pervasive? Well, I can't offer a great solution, but I can offer my takes on how it can be achieved. First is to stop glorifying anti-AI lynch mobs patrolling the internet like the SS in Eastern Europe. They're not helpful, as I already said. Nobody likes an internet police. I thought we already got over that with grammar Nazis, but I guess it's Hamas or Human Artist Movement Against Singularity fighting against the AIDF or the Artificial Intelligence Defense Force in 2025. Second, look at the consumer base of AI. Like I explained earlier, the poor are the most susceptible to slop because it's accessible and cheap to produce. Not like fast food since that's pretty expensive in this economy. I don't trust in relying on the government nor corporations to do something since I'm not a socialist nor a leftist, but we genuinely need a filter AI toggle on every social media to sanitize the browsing experience. Here's a helpful tip I learned at school. When you want to filter out AI generated images on Google, you can use advanced search, like this example on the screen. If that's too much, then just put negative AI at the end of your keyword. Or you can swear like a pirate to block AI and ads as I read. Although, keep in mind that it's not foolproof. Distributors often bypass this by not disclosing it's AI generated, to which my solution for that is, just fucking ignore it. You know what's fake and what's real, come on, you're not 5. You can still filter out most images that are honest enough to say it's AI. Fuck, Rule 34 has this feature already and is incredibly helpful. Okay, I think that's too much. Give them something more valuable and worth their time. AI slop is not it. It gives that dopamine real quick without the quality needed. Third, or 2B, why are people using AI? I'm not the one to answer this fully. I can only give partial answers since this is beyond my expertise. But my theory, and this is just a theory based on what I read the past few years, so it's still under scrutiny. People use AI since there isn't just enough actual people to fill in the void. Unemployment is high right now, and these companies, whether big or small, are having a hard time finding employees. So they turn to AI usage since all you have to do is type a prompt and boom, you have your graphics or code. It's not just capitalism. Stop using it as a scapegoat for literally everything. Oh, my shoe's untied. Capitalism. I stubbed my toe. Capitalism. My Starbucks order came in 2 seconds late. Capitalism. It's like the fucking 50s with the Soviet Union if the Soviet Union had a McCarthy. And like I said, I know leftists. I believe a man should own his own house and car and cow. But there's a bit of truth to it. Make a machine that does the work of those beneath and outside the pyramid in a much faster and efficient way. And heck, we can sell this machine to the public for mindless consumption. It's a win-win. However, that's not what's happening. Not everyone is mindlessly consuming AI garbage. There's pushback, resistance, and rejection of the technology. Not all hope is lost. And those reports and stories you read about people literally dying because of AI, while tragic, they're isolated incidents. It's overreported and, say it with me, sensationalized, since it's something we've never seen before. Cause the media, as always, exaggerates the story for clicks. If you want to see it fall, then strike the foundation, i.e., the catalyst of its use in the first place. But hey, that's just me. I like to criticize things I like and support so it can be better. Not everything is static or black and white. And if I hadn't made it obvious, I still hate AI generated images. That shit can burn in hell for an eternity or two. And that's pretty much it, folks. I just wanted to rant about how the movement is going and how much it is harming it. Let me know what you think. I know I probably contradicted myself at certain points. The comments are open for honest discussion and discourse. Feel free to disagree, correct, or add in necessary information. But other than that, thanks for listening. Remember to stay positive, and that's pretty much it. Bye.